The Eagles went to New York yesterday, went to MetLife. Bros, what the hell was that? So, of all the outcomes, so let me take you through my night last night, because we did the pregame show, then I went home, and I actually texted you right as the Phillies game was ending, or right around that time. So I had a choice on my ride home last night. I could try to go back and forth on the radio, or I'm like, all right, I got to lock in on the Phillies, right? It's like I got in the car, it was the 7th inning. It was right around the time that Duran came in. I'm like, all right, the whole ride home, I'm listening to the Phils, and then I happen to get home 10th inning. So I'm like, all right, I'm just going to sit down and watch the Phils. I was totally in the Eagles' dark. And then I had a choice as I put the Phillies on my TV when I got home in extra innings. Do I put the other TV on the Eagles and just start catching up right away? Or do I wait? And I was like, you know what? It's going to be a late night, but I'll wait. I want to absorb this, and then I'll get to the Eagles, and they're probably going to win, so we're fine. So I wait. So I go through the heartbreak of the Phillies, then I turn the Eagles game on, and I'm like, this isn't good. This is not what we expected. And then
you innocently texted me just start in the third quarter. I was like, oh, enjoy.
Yeah, and I knew by that something bad was about to happen.
Like, poor fella.
What did I watch last night? They got their ass kicked by a team. The Giants have the worst weapons in the league. I mean, they have Cam Scatterbo. What's the guy's name? Little Jordan or whatever his name is, Humphrey. I mean, that team shouldn't be. They just lost the Saints. What did we watch last night?
It was gross. And I have to say, Jalen, I mean, you sucked. And that hurts me to say, okay? That is very painful for me to say. But I thought Jalen was awful. But it goes a lot deeper than that. Nick Sirianni is losing control of this right now. Their offensive coordinator is a mess. I mean, all these guys that study the All-22 at a high level and all, I mean, they point out Dan Orlovsky mid-game. I know exactly what's coming. Every time Saquon's lined up this way, it's a run. Every time he's lined up this way, it's a pass. So you have the issues with just schematics and how poor it is. You have offensive linemen that don't deserve to be out there, and we're not used to that, but holy hell, is this a drop-off? You have Ringo, who I never want to see put on an Eagles uniform again. There's a clear guy on the ground that beat you in coverage. You don't even touch him. You're fixing your gloves. I mean, it's embarrassing. Put your hands on him. He gets up. He runs an extra 5 yards. This team's not detailed. There's no structure. Dude, they got a lot of work to do.
Yeah, we got to have an honest conversation here about what the Eagles are right now. They have been outgained and have fewer first downs in all 6 games.
They're broken.
That's bad team stuff. I mean, let's just be real. We looked at them, and we came into the year with this, we're above the NFL now, right? There's no regression. The Eagles are in this different stratosphere than everybody else.
That was Super Bowl syndrome.
That was total Super Bowl syndrome. The league has gotten them right back. And the season's not over. They can recover. They got a long way to go. But right now, they're not a very good football team. I mean, I said it this morning. Do they do anything well? They don't stop the run well. They don't stop the pass well. They don't throw it well. They don't run it well. I mean, they're in some trouble here. I mean, this does not look good. And, bros, the first 5 weeks, it was like, all right, Chiefs and Cowboys and Dak Prescott and Stafford, and I even think the Broncos are going to turn out to be a good team. The Bucs are good with Baker. We kind of all right, tough schedule. The Giants are not a good football team. That was a quarterback making his 3rd start. They have very few players on the offense worth a damn. And, yeah, they have a defensive line, but to lose by 17 to that team?
Gross. They outworked you. They outcompeted you. They wanted it more than you. Jahad Campbell meeting Dart at the sticks, and he kind of lays up. Adoree Jackson at the goal line, he lays up.
I'm glad you brought up the Adoree Jackson
Makuba missing tackles. I mean, right now, we can peel back the layers, and I think everybody should be ready to get blamed. Everyone. Yeah. Jalen, every single person. But when it looks like that, when you can blame everyone, then you got to look at the coach, And I like Sirianni, but damn, dude, you can't do anything schematically offensively. That's been your biggest knock. Whenever you are the highest level offensive mind, your offense sucks. So you can't help out Kevin Patullo, and now your team doesn't look detailed. And they're breaking with relationships in the locker room when you stress brotherhood. So what the hell does he do right now? It's starting to fall right on his lap, and he's got to fix this.
Yeah, what I saw last night was a broken football team, and they should not be here. Not with the talent. I know they were missing guys last night, and Quinn Young got hurt, which makes it worse, and no Jalen Carter. It can't be that bad. And you brought up Adoree Jackson. I mean, that was Hugh Douglas level Jacksonville stuff last night. I mean, he didn't want to be there. He didn't
do anything for us.
He didn't want to be there. That was one of the worst tackle attempts I have ever seen. All right, can we hear from some of these guys last night? You mentioned the offense, right? The offense and what is going on. Let's hear from Lane Johnson on the Eagles offense after the game.
It could be, but the consistency isn't there. So, yeah, I mean, it's not a finger pointing show. I'm with Kevin till the end. A lot of it goes down to execution. So we'll go back and look at this tape and see what we got to get fixed. We're moving forward, maybe more efficient. less predictable and capitalize on big plays and explosives.
Is this something you saw coming after the first month of the season?
What is it?
Is this something you saw coming after the first month of the season?
I mean, we were winning, but we weren't dominating. So, it's frustrating just because, you see the guys we have, the offense side of the ball. We should be doing a lot more.
So, I mean, there was a lot to unpack there. He said he's riding with Kevin to the end, but then he talks about all the things they're bad at on the offensive side of the football. He did. I mean, a lot of the players are blaming the execution. I think two things can be true at once. We always, our minds go to blaming someone. Patullo might totally stink, but the players also have been terrible.
Agree. I think you nailed it. I think the players are playing awful. I don't think they're playing as one. They're not playing like a team.
No.
AJ, whatever he wants to do, and Saquon has to pull him and Jalen together, and Sirianni is... See, the thing that's funny about the CEO stuff, people like to remove blame because Sirianni doesn't do X, Y, and Z.
We don't know what to blame. Yeah. But he's in charge of everything.
Right. When you're a CEO, the job is to make sure the operation runs clean.
Yes.
When it doesn't run clean, the job of the CEO is to step in and fix it. You don't just look around and go, well, I mean, my job's not to fix it. That's Kevin Patullo. And the problem is, I think Kevin Patullo and Nick Sirianni think the same way.
Of course they do.
And that's an issue. Patullo is overmatched. He's overmatched, is he not?
I think he is.
AJ runs the same three routes. I mean, listen, this is the NFL. It's AJ Brown. That is basic level stuff. I don't know. The whole thing's broken, dude. The whole thing's broken.
Well, listen to this one. This one struck me because it sounds like, we were talking about AJ being frustrated. It sounds like the running back who was the best player in pro football last year is frustrated at the offense and maybe the identity they're going away from. Saquon after the game last night.
I can't say that. I come from the school of thought that, majority of times you're going to have opportunity to play. You just got to be in the right spot. Someone misses, they make a play. That's just football. Last year, do you think we're predictable? I mean, everyone knew we were running the ball. We still got it off. So I think we also got to get back into that attitude, to that mindset, not really giving a what people are trying to do. And that's something that I'm definitely doing.
You don't hear that kind of stuff from Saquon very often.
No.
And I'm starting to wonder if he's looking at this like, wait a second, why did we stop giving me the football to throw the football? I mean, they've thrown the ball in a ridiculous amount the last two games to score 17 points in each game. This is not how they're supposed to play around here.
Well, let me ask you this, Julio. If you look at the offensive line play and how bad it is, and the, quote, tells that people are seeing out of Saquon, do you think it's a combination of both? Do you think it's the offensive line plays that awful? What would you say the biggest reason is? It Saquon skipping a step after all the workload of last year? Why do you think the run game looks this poor?
I think it's the offensive line mostly, but I also think they're not sticking with it now enough. Like the last two games, why are they? I know they went down big last night, but Sunday against the Broncos, they were up. It just feels like they're giving up on the run. They're deciding we're going to be a throwing team now, and they're not a good throwing team. This is not. They don't have the quarterback. I like Jalen. Some people think I don't like Jalen. I like Jalen. But to me, there's a way to win with Jalen Hurts.
Agreed.
And asking him to throw the ball 35 times a game is not the winning formula. This is like the let Jalen cook thing. You guys see what it looks like. It looks like 17 points a week.